the Weeds podcast, where the headlines are finished, but the deep dives last. With Emma and Laura on the mic, you dig. We dig you deeper on the dive till the truth comes to light. A military broadcast radio, tune in to the strangest stories with a skeptical grin. Stranger things have happened, but it's all real life, like exhuming dead bodies in the middle of the night. A paranormal whispers in the back of the hall, mysteries in the shadows over nightfall. Laura throws sass with a snarky attack, and Emma's got the facts in the case file stacked. The headlines are wild like a gypsy rose thread. Everybody's talking, we go deeper instead. So buckle up tight if you're ready to proceed. The truth goes deep when you enter the weeds.
Into the Weeds with Amber and Alora on Military Broadcast Radio.
Oh, dang it. I'm sorry, guys. Welcome to Into the Weeds podcast on Military Broadcast Radio. I'm Amber.
And I'm eating some Indian food off to the side because it just got delivered.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so it's been a crazy week, but I thank everybody for being here. And if you were, just like old times, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so if you guys were watching Military Broadcast Radio before, Jose Flores from Motivated Mindset was just on, and he had a really great conversation. It was from refugee to entrepreneur. And so I think you guys should go watch that. It was pretty interesting. So I want to thank everybody who was there for us when we went on Morbid's panel and said what we needed to say. And so that was very kind of everybody to be there. We didn't see any of the comments or anything because we didn't want to pay attention and get off track. But I also wanted to show you guys something. Okay, so my friend Hank from TikTok, Hank Link, he has been doing... Oopsie, sit down or something.
He wants to get my food.
I know.
Don't think he'll like it though.
Hank Lank, he sent me a message. He's doing my genealogy, and he has an Etsy store. I'll actually just show that to you now. It's called Wheat Pine Design. And Hank is on TikTok, and he's trying to raise money for some kind of brain surgery. I'm not for sure exactly what it is. He'll be on the show sometime. But this is his Etsy store. I love this mug. Give him the old razzle dazzle and Rasputin on there. That's really funny. And so, yeah, I just had him do my genealogical research. Let's see. So he's got different packages, $149.25, $299.25, $539.99. So I got the big one. And Hank sent me a message just a little bit ago. And it says, dude, have you heard anything about Lee Poindexter being wanted for being a fake doctor in Lawton? You come from some criminals, bro. And so it's just like, oh my gosh. I've told everybody, you know, that that I come from a crazy family, but just to have it confirmed like that was kind of wild. So yeah, that's Hank's page. Go to it. He's got lots of cool stuff on there. And then I wanted to show you guys the Gypsy Rose Blanchard Archive. A woman named Nell is doing this, and she's doing an amazing job. And it's a great resource for anybody who wants to brush up on all that. But then she has another website over here. It's called Case Dive. And you can go and look at all these different cases. It's kind of set up like Facebook or Discord. There's one on Gypsy Rose. And then you can go in there and you can look at everything, talk to people, all kinds of stuff. It's a really great resource. So I highly recommend it. And I don't know what happened to Alora. She's probably getting something to drink. But we're going to actually start on our records again. We left off around page 38 in the Athena Hogan trial transcripts for the preliminary hearing. And we're just going to start on page 37 of the actual documents. So let me get that. And I want to thank everybody for being here. Mandy J. I love the website. I'll check the other one out. Yes, it's really good. And Joy has the link for the FOIAs so you guys can follow us. And I've been really sick this week. Like I don't know if I'm having a flare up or something of my undifferentiated connective tissue disease, which now they're saying maybe scleroderma, but they're not sure. So I had a low grade fever this week and just really exhausted. And I went from not being able to nap at all to napping most of the week. So yes, the archival project. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to share this window. Let's see, what are you doing? You guys can't see him. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Okay, you get down. I'm good, Toxic Barbie. Thank you. And thank you guys for staying up, especially if you're in the UK or a different country and watching this. And thank you to all the replay crew. Okay, so we're going to get into it. This is page 37 of the documents. And I'm going to start at the top. What did you do? Oh my gosh, Alora just bit the dust big time.
Sorry to headphone wearers. We have hardwood floor and I'm wearing socks and I took a little slip. We're good. Sorry, I momentarily left because I needed some water. The chickpeas I had were kind of spicy, not super spicy, but I don't feel good. So
oh my gosh.
Anyway, whoopsie. Come on, Oats. You can sit here now because I don't have any food. Oh, I do have cheese though. That's
okay, I'll start reading and then we'll go from there. Okay, so Mr. Zelps, thank you, Your Honor. And this is by Mr. Zelps. Mrs. Hogan, you said that you started. She said she was just going to be gone for a little while, right? Yeah. Okay. What time did you start looking for her again, approximately? I know that you weren't looking at a clock, were you? Between 7 and 7:30. Okay. You got in the car. Is that right? Yes. And then went to Andrea's house first, right? Yeah. And then you went to the Templeton's house. Is that right? Yes. Yes, I did. Now, Tina was a good friend with Harvey's stepdaughter, Kay, right? They were good friends. Kay's your little girl that delivers the newspapers out there, right? Yeah. Everybody knows Kay because she brings the paper. Had they spent the night together? No. They had never spent the night together? Oh, they spent the night together earlier. Yeah, I mean, it's been, how many times had they spent the night together? Maybe once or twice. Twice at the most? At the most. Okay. And you knew who Harvey was by looking at him, didn't you? No, I don't know him. You didn't know him? You went by his house, though, that night, right? Right. Okay. Where was he at when you arrived? There was a guy coming across the front yard, and I stopped and I asked because I was going over there to find out about Tina. Do you know who that fellow was? I asked my granddaughter, Crystal. She plays with their little boy, and she says, that's Kay's dad, Mr. Templeton. Okay. And when you saw him walking, Crystal was with you in the car? Yes. All right. Who else was with you in the car is what I'm getting to. Cindy. Cindy was in the car. Okay, just so you guys remember. Oh, thank you, 1970s. Thank you very much. Remember that Cindy is Athena's mom, and Cindy had just been beaten almost to death about 2 months before Athena was murdered. So we're going to hear a little bit about Cindy.
By the man that owned your house.
By the man's son that owned my house. Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah. Okay. Cindy was in the car. Yeah, I had. Was there another boy in the car? No. How did you get Cindy in the car? Isn't she in a wheelchair? She can walk with a walker. Oh, okay. So she's not completely bound to that wheelchair. Well, she's more or less bound to it, but like around the house, going from house to the car, but we help her. Were you driving that night? Yes. Jimmy wasn't driving? Jimmy wasn't home. Jimmy wasn't home. Did you ask out the window to this fellow that was identified as Kay's father? I got out of the car. Did you ask the question? And I stood up by the car and I asked him, have you seen Tina? Okay. And he told me he hadn't seen Tina. Okay. Is that the same fellow that's sitting right here? I wouldn't know. I think that's wild that she couldn't recognize Harvey Templeton, and the fact that Athena had stayed at least 2 nights at their house, or
Different
vice
time,
versa.
I guess.
It is, but it really is.
I mean,
honestly.
was your mom checking
Nah,
what you
my
were
mom
doing?
didn't know who anybody's parents were.
I mean, your
That's
mom's
true.
different, but
That's true. My mom didn't know who anybody's parents were.
she was all, never mind.
Okay. Okay, is that the same fellow that's sitting right here? I wouldn't know. You don't know who that person really was, do you? Crystal knows him. She said that was because she played over there quite a bit. I understand that's what she said, but you don't know if you saw whoever you talked to, you looked at whoever you talked to. That's a weird question. He was going up to the house, so he must have been. Just a second, ma'am. To the court. Let me, Mr. Zelps. Yes, sir. The court. Ma'am, if you'll just answer the question that the counsel asked, this will go a lot quicker, okay? Witness Julie Hogan. Okay. Mr. Zelps says, did you look at the man that you talked to that night, Mrs. Hogan? Not really. Not really. So you don't know who you talked to, is that right? Well, I surmised it was him because he was going up to the front door. You surmised it was okay, but you look at this fellow real good right here, okay? Is that the fellow you talked to out there? No. No, you're positive? Positive. All right. Now, did Jimmy ever help in the search that night? He didn't know anything about it until after we found out about Tina. Okay. That's when we went and got him. Now, let me ask you this. Were there other people in your family that helped look in the neighborhood that night other than you? Lorraine. Lorraine did? Is she married? No. Okay, Lorraine helped. Who else? And this one from the trailer court by the name of Bill came over and helped. Bill. I don't know what his last name is. He comes over because he knows Tina. Okay. Was Lorraine a friend of Bill's or whoever this guy was? Yeah. Okay, and he helped look, is that right? Yeah. Who else? Well, Penny came over there after a while, but I don't know. They'd already found out then. Did your husband, Harry Hogan, ever look for Tina Hogan? I told him to stay home in case he come home, in case she come home. Now, was there anybody home? Let me ask you this. When you started looking for the children, let me just back up. At 4:30, you see her leave, go down Glendale, and turn on 6th Street around the corner heading towards Woodridge, right? Yeah, about 4:30, right? Yeah, about. What did you do after 4:30? I need to know exactly what you did. I got Cindy, brought her in the house. I started supper, made supper, and we ate. Okay, now was your husband there when you ate? Yeah. Do you know if those other little children were there? If they were there, they was there and ate too. Do you know if they were there or not? I can't positively say because I don't remember if they come afterwards or not. Okay, that's kind of blurred right there. Yeah. Okay, now after you ate dinner, what did you do or supper? I washed up the dishes. Okay, then what? I watched TV. Harry and Cindy and I watched TV. And then I started to kind of get worried because Tina didn't come home. Did Harry Hogan ever leave the home while you were there? No. Didn't go out? No, because I had the car. You had the car. I went in the car looking for her. Prior to the time that you went in the car is what I mean. Did he go out? No, just the one time when they thought they seen some body run down 7th Street. Him and I think it was our neighbor next door went down and looked. I thought I seen a little girl run down 7th Street and it wasn't. Would that be your neighbor next door? What is his name? Roy Chambers. Roy Chambers, Chalmers. Mr. Chalmers, he's in the service, isn't he? Yes. And that would mean in the military. Most likely the army. Okay, his wife's the Oriental lady, right? Yes. Okay, are you sure your husband left with him? Yes. Okay, but they wasn't gone 5 minutes and they were back. Do you know what time that was when he left? It was, I think, before 10 o'clock. Okay, did the police come out and search your home? The detectives did. Do you know what detectives they were? Do you remember their names? Belcher. Detective Belcher? Did he take anything from the home? No. Didn't take anything? Did he come out and get some carpet samples out of your home? Yeah. Okay, what color carpet do you have? Blue. Blue carpet. That's the only color in the home? That's the only color I got. Okay. And he took some carpet samples, right? Sure. Okay. Did he take any hair samples from Jimmy? No. Did he take any hair samples from Lorraine? No. Did he take any hair samples from Penny? No. None of them were there at the time. Ma'am, when I was out to speak to Harry, your husband, let me ask you this. Has anyone told you not to talk to anybody outside of the courtroom? No. No police officers or anybody told you not to talk to anybody? No. Were there pictures taken of the gravesite of Tina? We took some. Did you go with your husband when he picked those up? Or let me ask you this, who picked those up? That's kind of like way out of the timeline. I don't know why he's going there. You picked them up? Yes, sir. Was your husband there when you picked them up? No. Where did you pick those pictures up from? Kmart. Did you have them enlarged? Yeah. After that time, yeah, we had some of them enlarged. And did your husband take those to have them enlarged? Yeah, he went. Did he also pick them up? No, I picked them up. You were the only ones that picked up the pictures. Yeah. You're positive about that. I'm positive because I brought them home. And your husband wasn't with you? No. Today, when you were sitting up here in this chair, did you recognize the lady that was sitting one of these two chairs? Her name is Shirley Gardner. I think it was this chair. Did you recognize that lady? I never even looked. Did you recognize anybody today since you've been here this afternoon that was the person who worked at Kmart that did the photography stuff, sold the pictures? Did you recognize anybody like that? No, I couldn't be positive. Okay, now was Mr. Hogan, your husband, was he drinking when that night? Maybe could have had a bottle of beer. How many bottles of beer did he have? I don't keep track of it. Does he drink a lot of bottles of beer? Sometimes. Is that the reason he was staying home and wasn't looking, is because that he had been drinking? No, I had told him to stay home. So if Tina came home, there would be somebody at the house. Ma'am, you have what type of cancer? The court. I don't think that's particularly relevant, Mr. Zelps. Let's move along. Mr. Tannery, Judge, witness Julie Hogan. I don't know myself. Mr. Zelps, you're the court. I don't, that's not relevant. Mr. Zelps, you had been to Oklahoma City that day for treatment, had you not? Had you not been to treatment to Oklahoma City that day? No, I had taken Cindy, my daughter. Okay, I thought you'd been up there for treatment. No, I had taken her to have her brace taken off. Okay. You told your husband to stay home, right? Why was that? He's like all over the place.
Yeah, there's a lot of like him interrupting himself and not really talking super straight. It's very it's a little hard to read.
Sorry, guys.
Tony says blue carpet, that's an interesting decorative choice.
Yeah, right. Well, they were built in the 70s. Hey, Tony, good to see you,
It's
by
all
the
the
way.
rage. You should come up here soon. We need a break of all this deep stuff. We need to laugh a little bit.
I know, right? Okay. So there was somebody at the house when the kids come home. Why didn't you stay home and your husband go? You mean at night? That night I went looking for her. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I took Crystal, but she was the only one. She was with me. Why didn't your husband go looking that night rather than you? Hold it. Wait a second. You said Crystal was the only one with you and kids? Okay. I'm confused. Lorraine had taken her boys and gone home. He wouldn't be so confused if he'd just shut up. I thought you didn't know if Lorraine was there or not. She was. Children were there or not. Now, his son practices law in Lawton now. I think he's taken over the law firm. I hope he's better than his dad.
Oh boy.
Okay. I thought you didn't know if Lorraine was there or not. She was. Children were there or not. She was there earlier, but she wasn't there when I went to look for Tina because she'd gone home. That was about 7:00, 7:30. She came and then went home, right? Lorraine did? Yeah. She'd gone with me to Oklahoma City. Okay, now who was in the car with you when you were looking for Tina? Crystal and Cindy. He's confusing me too. All right. It's much better to go and read these on your own. What did Tony say? You think that would help or hinder you if your lawyer argues with himself? Insanity plea. Yeah, right.
Tony, you can't even see the YouTube comments, but Joy's lusting after you again.
Oh, she said, Tony, get off of Facebook. Okay. Let's see. All right. Why did Mr. Hogan not go look for her, Tina, in the car rather than you? Because he didn't see that well at night. Okay. It wasn't because he was drinking? No. Has Andrea ever spent the night at your home? No. Andrea has never spent the night there. No. Andrea has never spent Andrea has never spent the night there. No. Has she ever been there? Yes. Has she ever been there when you were not present? No. Okay, just for references, Andrea was Athena's best friend.
And also, how would you know if she wasn't there if you weren't present? I mean, anything can happen.
Oh, Mandy said she did read them. It remained confusing. Yeah.
It can be a lot to go through court documents sometimes.
It really is. Okay.
A lot.
Okay, Mr. Zelps, no further questions. Mr. Tannery, nothing. The court. Okay, ma'am, you're excused at this time, and you understand the rule that I told you about earlier. Witness Julie Hogan. I can't stay in the courtroom. The court. Yes, ma'am, and don't discuss your testimony with anyone else except some of the lawyers in here, okay? All right, you're excused. Call your next witness. Mr. Tannery. B. Jeanette Clements. The court. Ma'am, have you been sworn, ma'am? I think you have, haven't you? Yes. The court. Okay, have a seat. Jeanette Clement.
You want me to read for a little bit?
Yeah.
Let me just take a little sippy sip of my water. For some reason, every single time that I have to read something out, I end up stuttering and all that fun stuff.
Can you put that
See?
one on
Oh,
the screen?
yeah, no kidding. Joy said if Mandy J UK is confused, we're all screwed.
Right.
And to y'all who don't know, Mandy J UK is the one who got us the prison emails.
Mhm.
So big shout out to her.
Yep.
Okay. So it says Jeanette Clement. I want to make sure I'm on the right screen. There we go. Called as a witness on behalf of the state, having been first duly sworn, testified on her oath as follows, to wit, direct examination by Mr. Tannery. Okay, speak right to the microphone and state your name again. My name is Jeanette Clement. Where do you live? 220 Northwest 7th. In what city? Lawton. Did you know Tina Hogan? Yes, I did. How long had you lived at that address as of October 1st, 1986? We moved in February of 86. Are you married? Yes, I am. Okay, children? No. Okay, did you have occasion on that day of October 1st, 1986 to see Tina Hogan? Yes, I did. She came to the house and sold a couple candy bars to me. Okay, and what street do you live on? North. Sorry, every time, like there's like a frog in my throat every time I have to read. Okay. Y'all should have seen me in elementary school when they would pick on me. Okay. Okay, did you buy from her? Yes, I bought 2 candy bars. At that time she came by, what did she have in her hand? She had a plastic Ziploc bag with other candy bars, and she had money in the bag. Okay, could you tell me how much? Money? No. Or how many bags of candy? Well, I know she had the one bag and it had 7 bars in it. And, And then I thought the other girl had something, but I'm not sure. Okay, there was another girl with her at that time? Yeah. Approximately what time are you talking about? It was 5:20. Okay, and how do you know the time? Because the final question of Jeopardy had just come on. And you watch that show regularly every day. My boyfriend always makes me watch Jeopardy clips. Okay, every day. Okay, so you know the time it comes on? Yeah. Okay, at the time she came, how long was she there? Just a few minutes. And did you buy some candy from her? 2 bars. 2 bars? And what did she do after you bought the bars from her? She tried to get me to buy more because I remember she had 7 and I had $10. We made a big joke about it. Yeah, okay. But then after your transaction had completed, what did she do? She left. I remember seeing the 2 of them standing at the end of the driveway talking, but that was it. Okay. You didn't see whether or not after that they went their own or separate ways or not? No, I couldn't tell you. You went back in and what? Watch TV? No, I was getting ready to go out. Okay. Mr. Tannery, that's all I have of this witness. Cross-examination by Mr. Zelpst. Miss Clemens, how are you doing today? Pretty good. When I was at your house and visited with you last week or so, you live up here at this. Can you see this little diagram? Yes, I can see it. This is 7th Street. I know it's not accurate. 7th Street and Glendale over here in Woodridge. Okay. Okay. You live in between Woodridge and Glendale, right? Yes. You live over here somewhere. I don't like in there, right? Yeah, okay. Do you know where Tina Hogan lives? No, I don't. Did you know the house that she lived in? No. Okay, you said something was interesting. You said she was with another little girl. Yes, sir. And who was that little girl? I just know the Chalmers daughter. Chalmers, right? Yeah. Did you do some did you and some detectives go over to the Chalmers house and talk to her? Yes, sir. You recall what her father's name is? Sergeant Chalmers. Sergeant Chalmers? I went to school with him. You went to school with him? Yes, I did. Okay, did the little Chalmers girl say that she was with? No, she denied it. Tina that night? She said that she'd never been to my home before. Had she been to your home before? Yes, many times, both of them. They played with my dog. On October 1st, 1986. Uh-huh. Was Tina Hogan with the Chalmers girl? Yes, they were. And they were at your house at 5:20? Yes, sir. And you're positive about that time? Positive. All right, 5:20. And you saw her standing there talking to this little girl in your driveway? Yeah. Which way did they go? Do you know? I couldn't tell you. When you came out and left to go wherever you're going that evening, did you see them in the neighborhood? No. Now, now that day, there was lots of kids selling candy, wasn't there? Sure was. You knew the Tina Hogan girl, didn't you? Off and on, yeah. Okay, as a matter of fact, when you were buying that home, you met Tina Hogan, didn't you? Uh-huh, yes, I did. What type of girl was Tina Hogan? Typical little girl, nosy, getting into everything. Was she a little forward? I heard she was. Did you actually see and observe her do something with people that owned the house prior to you, their little boy? I personally didn't see it, but I heard about it afterwards. From your husband? Yes, I did. Where's your husband at now? He's in Fort Benning, Georgia. Okay, when will he be back? Sometime in January. Early January? I hope so. I do too. Mr. Zelpst, no further questions. The court, anything else? Mr. Tannery says no. The court, okay, you're excused. Remember the rule that I told you about earlier? Witness Clement. Yes, sir. The court. Call your next witness. Mr. Tannery, Lorraine Jenkins.
I wonder what she did.
With the little boy?
Yeah.
I was a little curious too. I wonder if there's some sort of something weird that happened, or if maybe she was dating the little boy,
or they could have
or
fought or something like that.
potentially. I do think that's interesting. I also didn't realize that she was with a little girl. I don't recall hearing about that.
Yeah, this was the first time that I had heard that. So,
And especially if the little girl's denying it. And I'm sorry, sometimes it's hard for me to follow names and stuff, especially if there's not like a face to it. So this little girl, is that just some random neighbor, or is she?
I'm not really sure yet.
Okay, so her father or mother hasn't been mentioned beforehand that I'm forgetting.
Not that I am
Not that we
aware
recall.
of or that I recall.
Interesting.
Now,
Okay.
I will go back and look and read it again
Mhm.
just to be sure.
Yeah, and it might pop up later on.
Yeah.
That was a thought. I'm going to see there's 451 pages and we're on page 63, so we're not going to finish today.
Yeah, Shorty
Um,
Pie, yeah, this is an unsolved case. This went to trial and he was acquitted, so it's still considered unsolved.
And do you know if you have an opinion on whether or not you think he did it, or?
Genuinely, I don't know. And I've
Yeah.
only gotten 120 pages in myself.
That's fair.
So, I don't know.
Okay, well, in that case, I swear to God, I have a frog in my throat every time I have to read. Oh my goodness. As I have horrible allergies, so that doesn't help.
Yeah.
So, and I don't take any medication for it. Not because I'm anti-medication. I just always forget. I try and take the Sudafed, because y'all take that. It just makes me anxious.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Makes
nobody
me
asked for
tired.
that. People say that I talk too much about myself, but okay. Okay, when will he be? Oh, I already read that. Let's see. Lorraine Jenkins, the court. Have a seat right there, please, ma'am. And I think you've already been sworn in, haven't you? Witness Jenkins. Yeah, I was sitting up there. The court. Yeah, all right. Lord. Pull that microphone up to the front of your face, please. There you go. Lorraine Jenkins, called as a witness on behalf of the state, having been first duly sworn, testified on her oath as follows, to wit: direct examination by Mr. Tannery. Question: state your name and where you live. Lorraine Jenkins, lot 7, 902 Northwest 21st Street.
She
Does that
even
mean it
knew
was
the
like a
lot.
trailer?
Oh,
it might be a
yeah.
trailer park or something.
Yeah, I was like, she knows the lot number? What?
Yeah, no, it's probably just she probably lives in a mobile home or something.
Yeah.
In what city? Lawton, Oklahoma. What relation were you to Tina Hogan? I'm her aunt. What was her true name? Athena Marie Hogan. Her nickname was Tina. What relation? Okay, that makes her grandmother my mother. Mother, right. Were you over at the grandmother's house that night? Yeah. Okay, how many times were you over there on October 1st, 1986? I went over there at 7:30 that morning. We took Cindy to Oklahoma City. We came back. I left there about 5 o'clock, and we seen Tina about between 5 and 5:30. And then my mom come and got me, and we went looking for her that night. Okay, let's back up for a minute. When you left your mother's house, who was with you? This morning, in the morning? No, that evening. Bill, Timothy, Benji, Josh, and Tony. Okay, a bunch of kids? No, Bill's not a kid. Okay, Bill's your husband? No, he's my neighbor. Oh, that does matter. When you left, where were you? Where did you go? To my house. I was up Glendale and down 7th, and I seen her on Woodridge and 7th. Okay, you saw who? Tina. On Woodridge and 7th? Tina. And she was by herself or with someone else? She was by herself. You remember what she was wearing? Yes. What? She was wearing a pink shirt, blue pants. They're not like blue jeans, but they're cotton, I think you'll call them, with different colored zippers and tennis shoes. What did you see her doing? Selling candy. Did you talk to her? Yes, she was in a big hurry to sell some candy so she could get home and be with her grandma. Her grandma was going to the hospital the next day. Okay, and she was headed toward the home that time? She was headed towards the Templeton's house, Woodridge. How far was she from his house at the time that you saw her? It would be 3 houses on your right and 6 on the left. She was walking in that direction? Yes. Is that all the conversation that you had with her at that time? Yes. Then what did you do? Go on home to my house. Later on, did you have an occasion to be with your mother? Yes, she come to get me and Bill. Approximately what time? Between 7 and 7:30, I think it was. I'm not sure, because when she come over, said Tina was gone, was missing. We loaded up the car, I left my dinner dishes on the table, and I went looking for her. Who looked for her? Where did you go looking for her at? Around Mission Village. We drove up on Woodridge, Mission Boulevard, Glendale, Green Meadow, Hilltop. Okay, did you have any success locating her? None whatsoever. I feel like that was kind of an obvious question. But,
Thank you, Joy. And
thank
welcome,
you, Joy.
True Crime and Chill Crew.
Welcome. Let's see.
Your plan worked.
Plan.
She said, didn't realize my membership, didn't renew, fixed it, card was locked. Haha.
Oh.
And then Joy said, my plan worked. Look at that. I don't know what it is, but
Much love to everybody in the
Kathleen.
comments. Thank y'all. Okay. Let's see. Well, I made one stop to my ex-mother-in-law's, Mrs. Christian, spelt phonetically. And that's when they told me they had found a little girl's body on the side of the road. And I went home and I said, Mom, they found somebody's body. And she thought it was Tina. And my sister took a picture of Tina down to the police department. And then they came out about 30 minutes to an hour after. Prior to that time, you called the police? Yes. When? I think it was between 7, a little after 7:30, or after I had drove around for about 30 minutes. I drove around and then I called and asked if they found a little girl. Okay, did a police officer come out and make a missing persons report or anything? No. You just called and inquired? Yeah. Okay, well, were you ever contacted by the police, or were you the first to initiate the contact with them? Well, I called and then my sister took the picture down to the police department. And then they came out about an hour after she went down there. Okay, so that was the first time you saw the police officers. Yeah, and that was, I forgot his name. I think Muhammad. And them were with him, I'm not for sure. Previously marked States Exhibits 5, 11, and 15. I'm going to ask you, first of all, on States Exhibit number 11, who that is. That's Athena Marie Hogan, known as Tina. It's my niece. Okay, I'm going to hand you what I previously marked and showed you as a States Exhibit number 5. Do you know who is in that? Yes, it's Athena Marie Hogan. Same as this person, same as that one. Okay, now you haven't seen this picture. This is States Exhibit. Is this like her?
I don't know if it's her death photo or not, but it sounds like it. I don't know.
That would be so traumatizing.
Yeah.
Okay. Exhibit number 15. Look at it for a minute. At the clothing in it. Sounds like it.
Well, I'm sure the clothing was.
Oh yeah, because she didn't have any. She was missing her pants, right?
Uh-huh. So it's different pictures.
Okay, Mr. Zelps. Judge, now I'm going to, excuse me, I'm sorry, he cured the question. I didn't anticipate him asking that question. Would you repeat that, Mr. Tannery? Mr. Tannery says, I'll complete it, and then Mr. Zelps says, okay. Question by Mr. Tannery. Look at the clothing on the person in that picture, and I'll ask do you recognize any of the clothing in it? Yes, it's the pink skirt or the pink shirt that she had on when she left my mom's house that afternoon when she was selling candy. Okay. Oops. Okay. Mr. Tannery, that's all the questions I have of her. Mr. Zelpst, may I inquire, Your Honor? The court, Cross-examination by Mr. Zelpst. Miss Jenkins, my name is John Zelpst. I represent Mr. Templeton. Do you know Harvey? You've never met him before? No, I've just seen him with Tina. We used to mow his lawn. Okay. Tina and his daughter are good friends, weren't they? Kay, yes. Yeah, Kay. They played together she went on a newspaper route with him, with her daughter. Yeah, my niece delivered newspapers with her, his daughter, stepdaughter, or whatever. That's right. They were very close, weren't they? Yeah.
That's concerning that they were delivering newspapers to little girls that early in the morning.
I totally agree. But as
especially
you told
on
me,
a Sunday morning.
I totally agree. But again, when we were just in Lawton the other day, you were like, oh, I used to walk up and down this road. I walked miles and miles and miles when I was a kid. So, I mean, again, I know that your parents were addicts and, weren't paying attention to you, but
it's like the Sunday morning paper, you have to get up even earlier because they're so big and so heavy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it seems like Joy said, it was a different time. Very concerning, I would agree. But again, like you're like, oh, here's my mom's house. Okay. And then we basically walked all the way down to where the casino is. I was like, oh, took us like 10 minutes to drive there. I mean, very concerning. Very, very concerning.
Even down that busy road too.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, look, you see that little bridge walkway? That used to not be here. And we'd have to walk basically on the road. And I was like, oh. And you were how old? And you were a little kid. So
8. Yeah. Younger than Athena at this time.
Angelica says back in the day, kids delivered delivered and sold all kinds of things. Yeah. And I mean, this was like peak serial killer time too. Because I mean, now they say that serial killers are dead. I mean, I'm sure there's a few of them that are still active for sure.
There's still some.
But it is a lot harder to be a serial killer in this day and age because I mean we have so many different things. Even in like my job, they have like block cameras and stuff, those new AI things. Someone actually, I don't know if I should say that. Somebody actually got arrested at my job because he had like a outstanding warrant for like a traffic violation. And
crap.
Oh, I didn't tell you about that.
No.
Yeah, and the flock camera scanned it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that, but regardless. So it's really hard to get away with anything. It's bad. So yeah.
Wow, that's like
horrible.
Yeah, that's some scary stuff.
And again, it was like a traffic thing. So anyway, that's besides the point. Again, I probably should not have said that, but it's fine. I didn't say any names or anything. But anyway, so I'm gonna just keep going. They played together quite a bit, didn't they? Yeah, they mostly played with Andrea. Yeah, okay. How often were you over at your mother's house? Mostly every day. You go over there every day? Do you work? I did at one time. When was the last time that you held down a job? I was fired September 29th, day after my birthday. Nobody asked, but you were fired September 29th? Yeah, this year. And who did you work for at that time? Dell's Big Chef. Pardon me? Dell's Big Chef.
And that's basically a truck stop.
Which is probably where all the killers are.
Especially that one.
I've never been. Is it still standing?
Yeah. It's still there.
And we didn't go? No, I'm just playing.
No, we passed it, and I actually told you about it.
You told me about a lot of things.
Yeah, we passed a lot of things.
Yeah, you told me about a lot of stuff. Okay. Dell's Big Chef. Where's that at? 130 East Lee. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? No. A crime of moral turpitude, misdemeanor against crime of moral turpitude? No. Moral turpitude. Is that just like...
sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Turpitude?
A crime of moral turpitude, misdemeanor against...
No, I'm just Googling turpitude. I just don't know that name, or that word. Depravity, wickedness, according to Oxford Dictionary. Okay. Sorry, that's a new word for me. Okay. No, let me ask you this. There's some questions I've got to ask you, and you might not like them, but would you bear with me and just answer them the best you can? Yeah. Is your father an alcoholic? That sounds like they're really trying to paint.
They are.
I remember before I read any transcripts or knew too much, and this must have been 6 or 7 years ago.
Mhm.
6, 7. Anyway, I'm like 3 years old. This was like during the pandemic. I started doing research on this for you. And I actually wrote up like a good amount of stuff. There wasn't so much online. I mean, this is the most that has ever been public for sure.
Yeah.
And I definitely started leaning towards the grandfather. And I'm not trying to accuse somebody, especially since, I'm sure he's been gone for quite some time.
Yeah. I remember
but-
you leaning towards the grandfather and me being like, I don't think so. But I didn't know, and then when I found out that Ronnie Miller Jr. was involved by beating up Cindy 2 months before Athena died, I was like, oh, there might be something.
We don't
Oh,
like
thank you, Cherokee girl.
Thank you, Cherokee girl. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
And I hope you're doing well.
Yes, absolutely.
What were you asking about?
Oh, I was just going to say we don't like Ronnie Miller Jr. here.
No, according to somebody I know, he possibly was stabbed in McAllister prison. So.
Oh, and that's how he passed away potentially?
Yeah.
Oh, so he was in prison when he passed away regardless?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, from my understanding, but
you could probably request that if you're curious.
I did try, and I had to have a birth date, and actually Hank, who I was talking about earlier, found his birth date for me, and so now I need to go back in and request the information.
Thank you so much, Cherokee girl. Loan you a kid. That's a little scary. I'm not gonna loan nobody a kid. No.
I'll loan you oats.
Yeah, you want to deal with him? No, he's going to training soon, and hopefully by the time we get back from CrimeCon, they'll whip him into shape. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good boy. He's just he's a little rowdy. Everyone seems to love Oates here, but he's not very nice. I don't think he'd love y'all back. No.
Hello, Becca. Becca's Annie.
Becca. Oh, Becca is in.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Oopsie. You're not wrong. Has this case been given to the cold case detectives? I mean, you gave it to Ken Maines.
I did. Ken Maines did it on his show, but now I think it's just a members only video, if I'm not mistaken.
And then a lot of stuff you have to I think you have to be a member to even comment or anything.
Yeah, and then
maybe there's no comments.
The cold case detective who was initially assigned this case a few years ago when I started looking into it. I've talked to him, but I have not spoken to the newest detective on the case. So
gotcha. You've been trying though.
A member for 6 months. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. Oh, that's kind of a cool little haircut, Sam.
Oh yeah, I never noticed that before.
Me neither. It's kind of hard to tell on here sometimes. Everything's so small, but when I can see I can see Joy's little devil.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I do every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I go live with Joel on Military Broadcast Radio. So come over there and join us.
There you go.
I only remembered because Joy's been coming in there and hanging out with us.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
Thank you, Joy, for that.
I'm working at that time. So
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Let's see. Yes. And yes is in answer to him asking if her father was an alcoholic. That being Tina's grandfather, the one that she lived with.
Yes.
Okay. How often does your father, Mr. Hogan, drink? Also, it's interesting because it didn't say it in this one, but last week when we were reading, they asked the same question to his wife, that being Tina's grandma. Her name is escaping me at the moment. But she said, no, I wouldn't, consider him to be an alcoholic. And, I think the technical definition for alcoholic, and I could be wrong, don't quote me on this, but someone told me once that if you drink 3 or more times a week, you're technically an alcoholic. And I was like, oh, am I an alcoholic then? I don't know if that's true. Somebody correct me in the comments because I could totally be wrong. But someone told me that once. I was like, oh, shit. Anyway, but no one really likes to think of themselves as an alcoholic unless it's like real bad. So, anyway,
Joyce said that's a
she said
lie.
that again. I'm not trying to act like I know shit about shit. Okay. Again, I'm calling myself out. Someone that said that can't be true. Again, I don't even remember where I heard that. Don't take anything that I say. She says it's the amount. Technically, a Lord. I don't know.
We have no idea.
I have no clue. And again, I'm in that boat too a lot of the time. So that's a self-report. It's not a
and
not a judge.
I ran a biker bar for 5 years. I bet that was really interesting, Cherokee girl.
The amount of things you would have seen.
Oh yeah, definitely, and especially depending on where it was.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not
She told me
accusing.
she used to live in Vegas, so she has some stories.
Well, not in Vegas now that we're going. I see how it is. Whatever. No, it's all good.
Alora's referring to functioning alcoholics is what they're called. Okay.
I mean, I know a lot of functioning alcoholics.
I know a lot of functioning drug addicts.
Your mom got shit done. She
My
did
mom
more
was
than
a
I
functioning
do.
drug addict. My mom was, she got stuff done.
Well, it helped because she was on the uppers. And it
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of almost have to do something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if she was, the other side of the coin, she might not have been as functioning. But,
Yeah.
but no, she got her stuff done. She was a hard worker. I wish
Yeah.
I would have gotten to know her a little better. I feel like we would get along now that I'm an adult.
You totally would have gotten along.
Yeah. So anyway, I only met her a couple times, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
They drink every night though, functional alcoholic.
Yeah.
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 But regardless, I mean, life is rough. Sometimes you need a little something to cope with. No judgment. No judgment here. So anyway, how often does your father, Mr. Hogan, drink? Every day. And what is his choice of flavor, choice of drink? Pearl's beer. Never even heard of that.
Me either.
Maybe it's old. Somebody Google that. Joy, you're on it. Okay, let's see. Pearl's beer. He likes Pearl beer. Would you say on October 1st, 1986, was Mr. Hogan intoxicated? Was he drunk? He was drinking. Okay, but I couldn't say if he was drunk or not because him and I don't get along. We don't talk. Oof. Is it hard to tell when he's drunk or not because he drinks so much? Yeah. How does he usually start drinking in the mornings? He gets up in the nights and drinks all day long and just pretty constant deal. Yeah. On October 1st at 7:30 in the morning, did you see Mr. Hogan? Yeah. Your daddy?
I feel like he was taunting her a little bit.
Oh, this guy definitely seems like he was taunting everybody a little bit, and he's seemed to be kind of scatterbrained.
I would love that, Cherokee girl. Some homemade Kahlua.
What's Kahlua? Is that
It's an alcohol. Yeah.
Bet. Let's do it.
Make some White Russians.
I tried shit. I had to even have you say it. Cognac. I never tried. I had
She tried some Hennessy last night, y'all, and she got smacked down.
Yeah, I had to call out of work. I was so sick this morning. Normally I can gauge what I'm doing. I only had 2 drinks, but yikes. Well, to be fair, I had a beatbox. Again, nobody asked for this information, but I'm just volunteering it.
We went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes,
why.
we did. Yeah, it was fun. Thank you for going with me, Mom. I'm so glad it was her first time.
Yes.
So it was a good time. And the last couple times I've gone to Rocky Horror, it's not exactly what I was expecting, but I still had fun.
Yeah.
I like it when they play the movie in the background and they like do the whole thing, but
those guys had
they did a good job. I didn't mean like I didn't like it. I quite enjoyed it. I just mean like I just didn't know what to expect. But it was a good time. It was a good time. And holy moly, whatever I drank was too much. So get a
beat down.
Beat down. I had a beatbox. And then I had what's the drink? Okay, so she had it's like kinky alcohol.
Kinky, hypnotic, Hennessy, and pineapple juice mixed together.
I didn't even put pineapple juice in there. I wish I would have remembered the pineapple juices in there because I had sparkling strawberry water, and I do not like strawberry or sparkling water. So See, Angelica says, I love that my boys and I love going to Rocky Horror.
That's cool.
It's a good time, man. It was fun. So anyway.
Did they throw toast and TP? They didn't actually. They put TP on the
It was
table.
gone by the end of the day. I just didn't notice. I think it was the older ladies at the table with us that were throwing it.
Oh,
I just
okay.
wasn't paying
We
attention.
had quite a few older ladies that were with us. It was
You're
pretty-
still young, Alora. Have fun. Yeah. I mean, a couple of years ago, it's on my Instagram. I actually unprivated my Instagram again. I privated it for a couple of weeks just because people are stressing me out. But I'm like, okay, I can't hide forever. So anyway, I unprivated it today. But there's a little picture of me dressed up as Frankenfurter from a couple of years ago, back when I was real skinny. So
Yeah.
I can't fit any of my clothes now. So
emaciated, basically. Okay, let's get back to this.
Eugenie Cooney kind of vibes. Anyway, okay. Sorry, I get distracted really easy.
Yeah, alcohol is not that great.
Yeah, no, it's too much. Anyway, so your daddy, my dad, I had seen him that morning. Sorry, I'm just making sure that was nothing important. Okay. He helped put Cindy in the car so we could take her to Oklahoma City. Was he drinking that morning when you saw him? Cup of coffee. Irish coffee? They didn't say that, but anyway. Okay, had he been drinking or could you tell? I couldn't tell. All right, because I was running late. Tell us who Bill is. What's his last name? Albert. Bill Albert. And what is Mr. Bill Albert's address, please? 902 Northwest 21st. He used to live in trailer 8. Now he lives in my trailer. So she said earlier that he was her neighbor. So they asked if he was her husband. At least I think this is the same guy they're referring to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm reading this a little bit more. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish reading. Before I make assumptions. Okay. He lives at my trailer. He lives at your trailer? Now he does. Is he a common law husband? No, he just a renter. He sleeps on my couch. He's not your boyfriend? No, I'm married. Okay. What's your husband's name? Frank Jenkins. Okay, did Frank come over on October 1st and help hunt? No. Where's Frank at? Missouri. Oh, shit. Does he know Bill's living at the trailer? No. Is that going to create a problem when he finds out? I don't care if he does. You and your husband on the outs having some problems? Yeah. Okay, I didn't mean to get into that particular. That's all right. Bill helped you on October 1st go to Oklahoma City to take Cindy, is that correct? No, he didn't go to Oklahoma City with me. Oh. It was just me and my mom and Cindy that went to Oklahoma City. Okay, did Bill come over that morning to help get Cindy in the car? Yeah, no, he came over. Got my kids off. Ooh.
To school.
No, I just anyway, I'm not laughing. It's not funny. Okay. They take the kids to school because they have to be at school. And they were still going to school at Robert E. Lee School then.
You know, it's funny. I went to Robert E. Lee School, but in Springdale, Arkansas, instead of in Lawton. I went to Wilson Elementary, Lawton.
Yeah, a lot of places just recycle names all the time. So, okay. Okay, so what time did you arrive at your mother's on October 1st? About 7, a little bit before 7:30. Okay, about 7:20, 7:21. Okay, how come he had to take them to school and your dad didn't? Wasn't going to want to take them to school? My dad doesn't do very much for us. Is he an unreliable sort of guy? Who? Your father. Mr. Tannery, Judge, I'm going to object. This is getting irrelevant. Mr. Zelpst, Your Honor, the court. Yeah, I think we're going a little bit too far. Let's move along. Mr. Zelpst, Your Honor, can I make a record, please? The court, we're making one. Mr. Zelpst, okay, Your Honor. I'd request some latitude in this area. I'm going to try to determine what Mr. Hogan, if he's reliable to take people around, if he's reliable to witness Lorraine Jenkins. He don't drive. Mr. Zelpst, whoa, just a second. Your Honor, I'll move along. I think I'm going to find the court. She cured that one. Let's move along. Mr. Zelpst, does he have a driver's license? Yes, my dad does, but he don't drive. He don't drive? Did he drive when's the last time you've seen him drive? God, I don't know. Did you drive on the night of October 1st, 1986 anywhere? Not that I know of. Were you over at your mother's house? Yeah. Were you over there? What time did you come back to the house? What do you mean? All right, I'll back up, start again. I asked you, how come you didn't let your father take your kids to school? He doesn't drive in the mornings because he's got bad eyes. He don't drive at night either, does he? No, not at night he don't. If your mother told us that he was driving on October 1st at nighttime, he might have, because I wasn't over there until she come and got me. Okay, now you have children by the name of Timmy, Benji, Josh, and Tony. Tony. Hey, Tony. Anyway. Okay, does Tony go to school also? Yes. Where does he go? Robert E. Lee. Yeah, then he did. But now they go to Whittier School. Okay. He's in kindergarten. Okay, October 1st, he went to school that morning. Yeah. And with Tina's sister Crystal? Bill Albert. He was sure to get them in school. That morning. Yeah. And he did get them in school, didn't he? Yeah. All right. He takes them to school. All right. What time did you return from Oklahoma City? It was a little after 4 to 4:30, a little after. Was it later than 4:30? I'm not sure. So much of what big rigmarole with all the kids running around. They wanted to go sell candy with Tina, and I said no. Your children? My 2 oldest boys did. Okay, and you don't know what time it was? When I left my mom's house, I do. What time was that? About 3 minutes to 5. 3 minutes to 5? How long had Tina been gone selling candy? She left, I guess, a little bit before I did. Would it have been closer to... She come in and gave my mom some money and went right back out. I was in the bathroom. And how long was it right before that until you left? Until you left? 3 or 4 minutes? 5 minutes? Yeah. And you said you looked at the clock and it was 3 minutes until 5 when you left. Yeah, and I seen Tina on Woodridge and 7th between 5 and 5:30. Okay, just hold your horses now. Let me ask the questions. He's kind of anyway, a lot of defense lawyers and stuff are. He's the defense lawyer, right? He's not the prosecution. No, it's a defense lawyer. Yeah. He's a defense lawyer. He said he was.
Tannery is defense, yeah, and Zelps is no. Tannery is prosecution and Zelps is defense.
Damn, girl. You really? Okay.
She likes Zia too.
Well, Zia is married, so anyway, I don't even know what Tony's got going on, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Hold your horses now. Let me ask the questions. Now, she ran in just a few minutes before you left at 3 minutes till 5, right? Uh-huh. Okay. Would you say that? Let's just give it 5 minutes. Would you say that you saw her about 10 minutes until 5 then? Probably. Would that be fair? Would it be any later than 10 minutes until 5 when you saw her the last time there at the house? I don't know. I went to the bathroom. I was in there for about 5 minutes. Okay. And then you came out, got in your car, and left. Okay. And you saw her before you went into the bathroom. I heard her voice because I was in the back part getting my sister all situated. Okay, you heard her voice? Yeah. I'm still confused. Were you in the bathroom when you heard her voice? Or I was in the back room and then I went to the bathroom because in my mom's bedroom, there's a bathroom. Okay, how many? That's what I'm trying to get to, and it's very important. How many minutes was it approximately? I know you weren't looking at your clock. You know what time it was because apparently you looked at the clock 3 minutes till 5 when you left. Started to leave, yeah. How many minutes was it prior to that time that you heard Athena Hogan's voice? I don't know. My mom doesn't have a clock in her bedroom. Man, this was such a different time because just not ever knowing what time it is sounds
Right.
crazy to me. Because it's always like, oh, well, let me look. Oh, okay, it's 6:04. So I don't know. Anyway,
Well, we had watches.
well, I don't think it doesn't
Not a
sound
lot of
like they
people
did. Yeah.
wore watches.
So, but it seems like it didn't really matter to a lot of people. I mean, as long as you show up to, church and work on time, then it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I just can't imagine just never being like constantly aware of the time. But again, that's just a different time. Fun fact, I really struggle to read a clock. I'm 25 and I still can't read a clock right.
Oh yeah. It's
bad. And my
Yeah.
brain just won't process it for some reason. If I think really, really hard, I probably can. But
you had
So-
a hard time with money too.
I had a hard time with money until I got a job
At McDonald's.
at McDonald's. Yep. But then by the end of that, I was a manager and I was counting all that damn money in that store. So it was coins specifically. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know why. Anyway, it was,
She could not remember the value of the coins.
Yep. So at the big age of 16, I finally learned how to freaking count coins. Oh my God. And it was so bad.
I
They
tried.
must have thought I was so damn stupid too, because I would like put like all of this stuff. Like I was so anxious, like just starting my first job because I had really bad anxiety for a while, like really bad. So I would just put all the money in the drawer and then I would just like close it. And then one of my managers talked to me one time and was like, "Hey, Alora, you know, like there's a spot for 5 and 1 and 10." I didn't share it to everybody, but no.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody on Twitch. Oh, it's on Twitch, so we can't even have Joy block them. We have some.
It's fine. They come in all the time on MBR stuff.
No, what I'm saying is, it's like a lot of times if you like click on it, it'll like be like a virus or something.
Oh.
Yeah, so don't click on any of that shit ever.
Okay.
Sorry, you guys can't see it because it's on Twitch, and I don't think anybody watches us on Twitch. But it's just like an AI bot. So anyway, yeah, Alora's stupid. That's the moral of the story. But by the end of working there, again, I was counting all that stuff. I was a manager. I'm sure the manager who did that, she didn't work there anymore at that time, but she probably heard I was a manager and was like, "Alora?" Okay. I was actually the hiring manager.
That's
Yes,
so
I was.
funny.
At the age of like 19, 20, they let me pick who came in and out of there. Anyway, okay. Moving on. I get distracted. Oopsie. Okay, so I don't know. My mom doesn't have a clock in her bedroom. Can you estimate for us? Oh, I'd say about 4:30, 4:45. 4:45, you heard her voice, and then you're in the bathroom for 5 minutes? Yeah. And how long were you in the back room? Long enough to get Cindy in the bathroom, get her situated, because her wheelchair, you have to, okay, pick her up. Okay, out of the wheelchair. Okay, is 4:45 fair? Yeah. You think that's maybe when you heard her? Yeah. All right. Now you see her at 4 or you hear her. You're sure it's her voice? Yeah. Are you positive? I'm positive. 4. Whoops. Got it wrong place. 4:45. Okay. I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to. If your mama says she left at 4:30 and you said you heard her at 4:45, who would be right? I don't know. I'm just guessing at the time. Because I didn't have a watch or anything. There's no clock in my mom's bedroom. Yes, ma'am. I'm not trying to trick you or anything. I'm not trying to trick your mom. But you said you know what time it was when you left. It was 3 minutes till 5. Yes, because I went into the living room and looked at the clock. That's right. And you said you heard her or saw her. Originally, you said you saw her. So now we're just hearing her. Originally, you said you saw her just a few minutes before you left, right? Yeah. A few minutes is different than 15 minutes, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Did you see her at 4:45 or did you see her closer to 5 o'clock? Might have been before 4:45. It might have been before 4:45. Yeah. All right. Let's just start and back up. What time do you think you got to the house? What time did I get to the house? When you came back from Oklahoma City. A little after 4. A little after 4? I'm not sure of the time when we got back because we were all tired. It was a long drive and my sister was in an irritable mood. Sure, I understand that. Your mother says that you got back at 4:20. Would that be correct? Yeah. All right, 4:20. Now when you get back, is Bill there waiting on you? Yeah. See, he couldn't drive my car because I have my car keys. So he stayed with your father all day? Yeah, and he watched the kids when the kids came home from school. Did Bill get to drinking with your dad that day? Bill don't drink nothing but coffee. Okay, he's a coffee drinker? Yeah, good. At 4:20, you get there. You get your sister out of the car and you get her in the house. How long does that take? If she's in her wheelchair, just don't take but I'm talking about the day. Just tell us about how long that day. About 4 to 5 minutes. 4 or 5 minutes. If she got in the house, what did you do then? Took her to the bathroom. All right. Is that when you're in the bathroom? Yeah. Okay. Now you're back in the bathroom, 5 minutes or so, right? Uh-huh. Then you come out and then you were in what did you do then? Bedroom. Bedroom. Now, were you in the bedroom when you heard Tina? Yeah. Call her out? Yeah. Okay. You'd already been to the bathroom and you were in the bedroom, right? Yeah. Well, I was helping my sister to my mom's bathroom to help her. Okay. You went to the bathroom and you started helping your sister? Yeah. Okay. And that's when you heard her holler. Is that right? Uh-huh. Would it have been later than 4:30? I think so. You think so? Okay. How much later than 4:30? Okay, maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. Anywhere up to 4:45, right? Yeah. We could just say 4:30 to 4:45. Yeah. All right. Now everybody's getting closer, which you don't know which direction she went though. No, I'm sorry. All right. Now you said you look at the kitchen clock when you left the house. Uh-huh. And it was 3 minutes until 5? Uh-huh. You're positive. I'm positive. All right. You got in your car, and which way did you go? Did you go down Glendale to 7th Street or go down to Glendale and 6th Street? Go down to Glendale and 7th Street. Oops. Okay. You took a right then? Right? Well, I mean, did you take a right or did you go left? I went to my right. Okay, and where did you go then? Straight up 7th Street, and I seen her on 7th and Woodridge. 7th and Woodridge, right here, right? You want to step down and look at this, can you see it? I see it. If this is Woodridge and this is 7th Street, yeah. You saw her right here at the corner. I seen her at the house right here on the corner of 7th and Woodridge. This house right here? Yeah, you saw her right there? Yes. Mr. Zelps, Judge, do you have any more chalk up there? I'm out of chalk. The court, no, I didn't have any, but I'll get some next recess. Mr. Zelps, yes, sir. Bye, Mr. Zelps. Okay, you saw her right here, right? Yeah. And she was at the house? Yes. You said she was looking inside the door or walking away from the house, or what was she doing? She was walking down the street. She was walking down the street this way? Yeah. And she was right in front of that one house, right? Yes. And I stopped and talked to her. Okay. And she said she was in a big hurry to sell her candy so she could get home to her grandma because her grandma was going to the hospital the next day. She loved her grandmother, didn't she? Yes, she did. Very attached to her, wasn't she? Yeah, she'd do anything for her grandma. Okay, I'm going to ask you if she would about her grandfather in a little bit, okay? Okay, we'll wait on that. Now, is there another street before 6th Street off of Woodridge? No. Is it pretty long street? Woodridge? Yeah, yes. Do you know where Harvey Templeton lives? It's the 4th house from the corner of 7th and Woodridge. 4th house? 4th house from the corner of 7th? Of 7th and Woodridge, or from 6th Street, it would be the 3rd. 3rd this way. 3rd from 6th Street. Yeah. And it'll be the 4th from 7th Street. All right. I heard you say he was heading towards his house. Yeah. How do you know she was heading towards his house? Well, that's the way towards Kay's house. Do you know who killed your niece? No. Okay. Have you heard police officers tell you who they think did it? No, they didn't tell me who they thought did it. She's heading this way anyhow. Is that the right? Yeah. All right. And that was at what time? When I talked to her, it was between 5 and 5:30. Now that we know that, we're going to have to get closer. That's a lot of time for things to happen. It was 3 minutes until 5 when you leave the house. How long do you think it takes to drive from your mother's house right around this corner and to see her right there? Oh, about 5 minutes? Yeah. And so would you agree with me that it was probably about 5:10 maybe? Yeah, 5:10 or after. Let's just say 5:10. That should be good enough, wouldn't it? So we already know where she's at 5:10. You're sure it wasn't 5:20? No. You're positive? I'm positive. All right, 5:10. Do you know Mrs. Clements? No, sir. Lady that testified just before you? No. She lives up here on 7th Street where we've got a little X right here, okay? Andrea's mom? Huh? She Andrea's mom? No, ma'am, that's a different lady. Mrs. Clements is a different one than Andrea's mom. She lives 2 or 3 houses down from Andrea's mom. She's in the service. She testified at 5:20 Tina was at her house, and she's positive about it. I've seen her walking down the street. So she would have been past if Mrs. Clements lived right here on, what street is that? 7th Street? If Miss Clemens lived right here on 7th Street, she would have been in between, if she lived between Glendale and 7th, Glendale and Woodridge, would she have been past that anyhow? Is that right? She was going down the street. Uh-huh. And you're positive that it was after 5 when I seen it would have been about 5:10. I'd say about 5:10 for sure because I didn't have to watch or I didn't have a watch. Sure, you're positive it wouldn't have been 5:20 though. I wouldn't know. Well, you said just a minute ago that it wasn't 5:20. I don't think it would be 5:20 because it don't take 20 minutes to drive around. That's exactly what I'm saying. 5 minutes is really pretty long time to get around there too, isn't it? Uh-huh. It just takes a minute. But I drive slow because of all the school kids. I don't blame you, okay? Somebody's mistaken. Excuse me. That's an argument, not a question. All right. And she's in a hurry to sell her candy. Uh-huh. Now she has a candy list. Do you know what happened to that list? No. Police ever told you what might have happened to it? No. All I know is it was in an envelope and then she put her money in. Okay. Now, did you see her that evening when you got home? When we got back home from Oklahoma City? And she said that she had these pants on. They looked like jeans. Blue. But they really weren't jeans, right? Yeah. Okay. And they had different colored zippers, blue, green, yellow. You can put any kind of color zipper you wanted to on them. They were sewn in the pants. Oh, okay. Okay. Did you know if they ever found her pants? No. Is that a no that you don't know or that you haven't? No, I do not know. Okay, they were never returned to you. Not me or to my mom. Okay, they kept all the evidence, all the stuff that was found around her, right? Yeah, you didn't get the tank top? I didn't get nothing. Okay, and my mom didn't get anything either that I know of. Okay, do you remember what color socks she had on? No, I couldn't say if they were white or if they were blue. Most of the socks in her drawer are white, though. Okay, how good was a friend? I'm sorry. Okay. How good of friends was how old is your oldest boy? Timothy? Timothy. He's 11. He's 11. Did he play sometimes with Tina? They're the same age almost, weren't they? Yeah, they ride bikes together. Did he ever play at Kay's house? Yes. Okay, and so he helped Kay, he helped Tina mow a lawn down there. Okay. Do you know how many times Kay was in the Templeton's house and Kay's house? Who, Timothy? Yeah, I don't know, maybe once that I know of. How good of friends were Kay? And I've asked you that. Did you know how often they stayed together? Tina spent the night over there a couple times that I know of. And do you know if she spent more than 2 nights over there? No, I don't know, because that's my mother's decision. Sure, not mine. Sure, let me ask you, did you know that Tina had a diary, or did you know that Tina had a diary? Okay. No, I didn't know that. You've never heard of that? No, I don't go through Tina's stuff. That's her private stuff. She had her own bedroom. Tina talked to you very much? Yeah, sometimes. Did she rely on you to tell you some of the problems she was having? She told me sometimes she didn't like my dad. Did she tell you why she didn't like your dad? Because he was mean and he drinks a lot. Did she tell you that he beat her? No, sir, he did not. She did not. Did she? I'm asking you what you think.
I'm not asking.
Oh, I'm not asking you what you think he did or not. Did she tell you that he beat her? No, she did not. You know she ran away from home, don't you? Yeah, I knew that. You know what she told the neighbors too, don't you? No, I do not know that. Do you know why she ran away from home? To get away from my dad. Do you know what he was doing to her and the reason why she ran away? No, sir. I didn't know she was in Marie Deddy's until my mom told me.
That's where Marie Daddy came in. I told you last time that that's the juvenile detention facility. Murray Daddy.
Okay. That's not a. So she did stay in a juvenile.
He went to juvie. That's crazy.
You sent a 10 or 11-year-old girl to juvie
Yeah.
over her running away to get away from her. It looks like you're about to cough, so I was
Yeah.
gonna let you cough. Anyway,
Yeah, my
wow.
my cousin used to go to Murray Daddy a lot.
Well,
And
I mean,
she
I'm sure
started
there's
out-
probably a reason for that.
Well, I mean, she was just, you know,
I don't even know who you're talking about. Don't tell me, but
Yeah.
regardless, yeah. Let's see. Let's look at the comments a little bit. I need to.
yeah.
This is Mallory says this time thing is making my head spin. Me too,
Yeah.
but yeah. Let's see. About it. Okay. So yeah, no, that time thing is a little weird for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get down to pretty much the end of this cross-examination and then maybe call it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to finish this and then we're probably going to call it because I'm tired and I still don't feel good. Okay. But yeah, that's still absolutely insane that
They sent a 10-year-old to Murray Daddy, the juvie, because she ran away.
I wouldn't know that. Maybe 2-3 nights. Wouldn't be for sure because I never went around there because me and my dad didn't get along. How many times did Cindy run away? My sister? Excuse me. How many times did Tina run away? Tina, that's the first time I heard of. She always used to come over to my house when she'd get mad at my dad. She used to come over to my house a lot. Miss Clements, did your dad, would he get drunk and beat her? Did who? Did your dad beat Tina when he'd get drunk? I don't know. I'm not around there. See, me and my dad don't get along. He never got along with my husband at all. We'd always fought about this. Did your father drink when you were a child? Yes. Did he beat you when he got drunk? Yes. You know what I'm getting at? Yeah. And I'm sorry, and it's not easy. Do you think that your grandfather also beat her when he was drinking? I would say yes, and I could say no, but I wouldn't know because I'm not around there. You wouldn't put it past him, though, would you? No, I wouldn't put it past him. Okay, has he beaten any of your children when he was drinking? He gave my 5-year-old, well, my 6-year-old, a bloody nose when he was drinking.
Yeah.
A bloody nose? Uh-huh. How did he do that? Hit him with his hand real hard. Okay. And I jumped in the middle of it. Have you ever known your father to use an instrument such as a board or a stick to discipline children? I know he had a board there. Okay, he had a board at the home? Yeah. Do you know, it's one of them fan boards. Fan boards? Like it comes off the fans that turns? Oh. Yeah, with the lights. Have you ever seen him strike a child with that? No, sir. I have never seen him strike a child with that. Well, how do you even know that him having that's relevant?
Yeah, I know.
Because I mean,
unless, he was like, oh, this is what I beat the kids with, or, or bringing it out,
or something. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, I wouldn't think anything of him having a board. Like, if I were asked, oh, does dad have a board? Well,
he's got all kinds of boards around here.
he's got all kinds of stuff. He doesn't let go of anything. So, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't make that correlation.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, I'm not her. I don't know.
Yeah. And who knows what he used to beat her with?
Yeah. Okay. No, sir. I've never seen him strike a child with that. Was Tina scared of your father? I think she was. I do too. Now, why did you not get along with your father? Mr. Tannery, objection, Your Honor. It's all irrelevant. The court, sustained. By Mr. Zelps, let me ask you this. Your brother, Jimmy, lives in the home, is that correct? Sometimes. Where else does he live when he's not living there? 304 Monroe. 304 Monroe? That's where Jimmy lives sometimes? Yeah. Is he a married man? No, sir. What is he doing living at 304 Monroe? He works at Duncan Iron and Metal, which is only about 3 or 4 blocks from where Roy lives. Roy? Toombs. That's Roy Toombs' house he stays with. Okay, and he stays with Mr. Roy Toombs? Yeah. Is he working at a place called Sammy's? known as Sammy's too? That's what I call Duncan Iron and Metal. Okay, did Tina ever complain of Jimmy? Not to me, she didn't. She loved her Uncle Jimmy. She worshipped the ground Jimmy walked on. Jimmy took her places. Whenever he had money, he spent it on her. Okay, gave her money every day. Good. Every day.
Yeah, that's
also
interesting.
potentially concerning as well.
Yeah. Not
But-
saying anything.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Because I mean, like Uncle Edward would give me money all the time, but he was drunk. You forgot.
Yeah, well, he was an interesting guy too.
Yeah.
Or is. But anyway, not for
Yeah.
anyway. I'm just not gonna get into that. Okay. Gave her money every day. Good. She never complained to you. Never complained to me. How many times did Tina just show up over at your house? Well, she always came over every day with my mom. She'd come running through the door one time that I know of. You told us just a few minutes ago that when I asked you about her running away, you said no. She'd always come to my house when she got mad at my dad. She did. Yeah. My mom would bring her over, or one or two times she walked over from my mom's house to my house. Just one or two times that I can think of. Did she ever ride her bike over there? Yeah, she had a bike, but I don't know what happened to it. Because my mom took it home that one time she came over there. And the next day I went over there to get it. She could ride it and it was gone. Ma'am, you live on 21st Street, is that correct? Yes. That's some 14 blocks at least from 7th Street,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
quite a bit.
How many miles is 21st? It's right behind PA Chevrolet. All right, on Sheridan Road.
So you remember where I showed you where she lived, that church that was right off the highway?
Yeah.
Walmart's on Sheridan Road. That's a long ways.
That's quite a bit.
That's a really long ways.
Sheridan's like pretty close to where your mom's house was, right? Not
Yeah.
the same road, but
Yeah.
it's close.
It intersects Ferris. Yeah.
Intersects Ferris.
Mhm.
Interesting. And were one of the Lawton serial killers victims found on Sheridan, or where am I getting Sheridan from?
Well,
somehow?
Sheridan and Lee is where the original Cash Road, or the Sheridan Inn Motel was at, that Mandy went missing from.
Okay, that's where I'm thinking of it
Yeah,
from.
but the women were also on Cash Road, and Cash Road intersects Sheridan as well. So she probably would have come down Cash.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's where you live. Yeah, right behind PA Chevrolet. Yeah. And your mother and your father's home is out by the Sandpiper, right? Uh-huh.
Oh, wow, that's even further.
So that's not behind the
Okay,
church?
wait. Sorry. Okay.
Is that not by the church?
It is by the church. My
Okay.
bad. Sorry.
Okay,
I was
cool.
thinking about something else.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry.
That's a pretty long distance, isn't it? Yeah, but she loved to walk and exercise. But again, you told me that you were walking just that much too.
Yeah.
And obviously you had pretty negligent parents, but it seems like there was some negligence going on here as well.
Well, and the Sandpiper Inn was a huge bar that a lot of people went to. My mom went to that bar all the time.
Does that still exist?
No, I don't believe so.
Sounds like a lot of the places you used to frequent don't exist anymore. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, this empty lot's where this was, and this. I mean, like even your house is an empty lot now.
Yeah.
So sad. Okay. And your mother and father's home is out by the Sandpiper, right? Uh-huh. That's a pretty long distance, isn't it? Yeah, but she loved to walk and exercise. She wasn't trying to get away from her grandfather too, wasn't she? I think so. I'm not. Most of the time she is. Tina ever tell you that her grandfather did anything else to her other than beat her? Shit. No, sir, she never did. Now, did Jimmy have any friends that I don't like this. Okay.
It's fine.
Oh, not. And I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
yeah.
Anyway. Okay. Now, did Jimmy have any friends that used to hang out over there at the house pretty regularly? Like who? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. The only one that I knew of that came to see him was the neighbor next door, Roy. Roy. Okay, that's Roy Chalmers. Chalmers. Yeah, we know about Roy. And then Turk every now and again. Who? Turk. Turk? Gary Shondell, spelled phonetically. Gary Shondell. Yeah. Sounds like a musician. Does he play in a band? No. How would a fellow find Gary Shondell? In the back of the courtroom. Okay, there's Gary. We'll talk to Gary. Sometimes she'd go to my sister's trailer. Okay, and where does your sister, is that your sister sitting back there? No. Okay, which sister, Penny? Yeah. All right, Penny lives on 21st Street, right? Yeah, she's my neighbor. She's your neighbor, so would you also go to your sister sometimes? Yes. Or so would she also go to your sister sometimes, being Tina? Yes. Would you say that there are a lot of problems between the grandfather, your father, and Tina? Mr. Tannery, objection, Your Honor, asked and answered. Yeah, the court, I'll allow that answer, but you've covered that in detail. Let's move along. Mr. Zelps, yes, sir. Question by Mr. Zelps. What time did your mother contact you about Tina missing that night? A little after 7 or 7:30. A little after? Did she just show up at your house? Yeah, she came over and asked us if we'd seen Tina, and I said no, and I told her that we'd go looking for her. Okay, who was with her when she came to your house? Crystal and Tina. Crystal and Cindy. All right. Her mama. Okay, did you get in the car with them or take a different car? I took my car. I took your car now. Okay. Uh-huh. And you drove around you drove around through the neighborhood also? Yes, sir. Did anybody go with you? Bill and the kids. Bill and the kids came? Uh-huh. No one saw her, right? That we talked to, nobody did. Talked to other kids? We talked to some lady up on, it would be 3rd or 4th. Did you go to Tina's cheerleading coach? I don't even know who she is. Deborah Stoddard? No, I don't know who she is. Did you go to Louise Crocker's house? I don't know who she is. Okay, did you know where you went really, or is anybody's names who you talked to? Well, all I know is where the kids, Timothy and Benji, seen her friends. Timothy and Benji knows where her friends live, and we went to their house. Did you go to Andrea's house? Yes. Bill went up to the door because my car kept dying and we had to keep it. Okay. So, did you go to Kay Templeton's house? Yes. Okay, and who went to the door over there? Bill did, but nobody answered the door. What time was that? I wouldn't know. Probably after 8:30. Could it have been before 8 o'clock? I don't know. No, I don't think so, because we drove around for a long time before we, the best you could, try and put together in your mind what time it is. It's very important to us. I'd say about 8:15, 8 o'clock. 8:15. I know it's a guess. Yeah, about. I ain't going to hold you to it. Between 8 and 8:15, I would say. Between 8 and 8:15, you're at the Templeton's house. Yeah, but nobody was home. The lights were off and everything. Was the car gone? There was no car there. Okay, now did the police come out and look in your house and search around your house? And my trailer? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. What did they take out of that trailer? Nothing. Did they take any carpet? No, sir, not that I know of. What color is your carpet? Orange. You got orange carpet? Uh-huh. What other, is it straight orange or mixed with some other orange color, or some other colors? Orange like this. I'm colorblind. Oh, well. Okay. It's orange and it's completely orange. It's like the carpet that's on the floor down here. Looks dark to me, but it's orange. There's orange in it? Yeah. Okay. There's no black? Is there brown in your orange? No, sir. Just bright orange. It's an off-colored orange. Would it be kind of a reddish orange? No, it's orange. It's not like it's going to mean anything to you anyway. Okay.
Well, yeah, not to him, but
to somebody. Yeah.
But they found carpet fibers on her, so that's why they're trying to figure it out.
No, I know. Okay. It's like a pukey orange, I'd guess you call it.
Yeah.
And even, different time, different fashion choices or home choices.
Home decor.
Home decor. I guess you'd call it. Okay, now that's the only color you have in your whole trailer? I have green carpet in my bathroom. Oof. Okay, any other colors? No, the bedrooms are orange. Okay, and the hallway's orange? And the police couldn't come get any of the carpet there. Oh, didn't come and get any of the carpet there. Not that I know of. Okay, let me ask you this, Miss Clements. Is it Clements? No. I'm sorry. I've been Jenkins. If I called you that before, I apologize, Miss Jenkins.
He can't even pay attention.
For being a lawyer. But I mean, he figured something out because I mean his client didn't,
Yeah, he got acquitted.
got acquitted. So Joy says she still loves the orange and green. I mean, I like the colors orange and green, but for carpet, I don't know. The green carpet almost reminds me of like I don't know. When I walk in, I feel like it should smell like cigarettes.
Probably.
I feel like it should smell like cigarettes and mold, but especially in a bathroom, like mold is so easy to form. I don't know why that was ever a thing.
Yeah. The first time I ever saw carpet in the bathroom was at your grandma's house, my husband's house when we first met.
That would have been ripped right up.
Yeah. I was like, wow, I've never seen that before. That's so weird.
Mallory says that she had green shag carpet in her house. Green shag. Yeah, gross in the bathroom. Yeah, no, I could. No, thank you. But I don't like our carpet either. But
yeah,
I mean, it's not as bad as.
I have to wait until Oates gets trained before I get new carpet.
True. Red shag.
Oh,
Joy.
red shag joy. Ooh.
I mean, I like very like old school looking stuff. I like a lot of like 70s homes and stuff, but I can never get behind the carpet. Just the carpet's always just, again, I look at it and it makes me feel like it should smell like smoke and piss. I mean, there's no reason for that. I look at it and that's where my brain goes. And again, no offense, but okay. Sure. No one's felt too good after that happened. No. Did she have a hard time keeping a house out there right around October 1st? No, sir. Her house is pretty well clean. But just when all the kids come in, they throw all their school stuff in the living room. But she was immaculate house cleaner, my mom is. Okay, did Tina have head lice? Yeah, but my mom had it all under control and she got a piece of paper from the health department so she can go back to school. Sip of water. How many times did you get head lice? I think twice. You know where she got it from? No, sir, I don't. Did she infect any of your kids? My kids got it from school. They got it from school? Yeah. Maybe she got it from your kids then. Yeah, she might have. Okay. But when we found it, we automatically got their heads treated. We said this in the last time, but the only time I ever got lice, and it was from my aunt. So my aunt, whatever the smell of that treatment was the most disgusting, chemically, and I think it even made my head feel weird. And I was like, I can never do this again, ever.
Yeah, she did have it bad all around.
Yeah, it's rough.
It makes me think about what I look like as a kid. Oh my gosh.
I love you, Mama.
I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, people probably looked at me and they were probably like, what the hell is going on here?
Very sad. Okay. So she got cleaned up and cleared up. Yes, sir. Tina. Did Tina used to like to wear the same clothes over and over? That was her favorite shirt. That was her favorite shirt. But my mom washed her clothes almost every other day. Almost every other day? She had clean clothes when she went to school that morning because my mom washed clothes the day before. You don't know if she washes particular clothes, do you? My mom? Yeah. Yeah. Were you there when she washed those particular clothes? She washes clothes every day. Yeah, but Tina's clothes. She's got her own clothes hamper, and my mom washed all her clothes for her. I thought she said she didn't really go over to the house very often, so how do you know this for a fact? Just because she told you?
I guess.
But Tina's clothes. She's got her own clothes hamper, and my mom washed her clothes first and then hangs them out. Okay, but what I'm saying is you really don't know when those particular clothes she had on got washed, do you? No, I don't. Didn't one time when Tina run away, she took her clothes with her? That's what my mom said, but I'm not for sure. Do you know whatever happened to those clothes? No, I know she had a plastic bag of clothes, and Penny Rose brought a plastic bag to my house. Penny who? Penny Rose, my sister. Okay. She brought a plastic bag to my house that Tina had. Was that pink top in there? I don't know. I didn't look in her stuff. Tina and I always made a pact that we'd never go through anybody's stuff. Tina and I always made a pact.
That was weird when I read that the first time. I was like, what? That's a weird
Even to be a
phrase.
thought.
Yeah.
Okay. She don't go through my stuff and I don't go through her stuff. Cindy was beaten by a fellow, wasn't she? A what? A fellow. A fellow beat her up. Yeah, his name was Ronnie. Ronnie Miller. Ronnie what? Miller. Ronnie Miller.
And this is the guy whose dad owned my parents' home, and they were buying the home from Ronnie Miller Sr. or Reverend Ronnie Miller.
And just to know that your house was like always unlocked and you had people like this coming in and out of it, it's just ugh.
Yep.
Fun. Okay. Ronnie Miller. Now, were you there when that happened? No, I was in Missouri. My mom called me back. I just got married. Okay. Wait, she said I just got married?
Yeah. So
Okay, hold up. So I'm assuming, I can't remember the exact date that this was that they're actually having the trial, but it can't have been too much longer after Tina was found. And whenever Tina was murdered, it was only a couple of months after Ronnie Miller had beaten her. And
so she had already left Missouri and was living in a trailer, and a guy was living on the
and she's not
sofa.
divorced from her husband.
Correct.
But they were having problems.
Correct.
So within like a year, he's back in Missouri.
Not even a year.
And when was this?
Well, they're talking about back then.
No.
Oh.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when he was cross-examining her.
Oh.
When was this? In like November or something of the next year?
Yeah.
I'm bad with dates.
Hold on, I'm looking. Oh.
Got a whole thing.
Let's see. Do you see the date on there? February 2nd, 1987.
So this is only a couple months later. And when he was examining her, she said that she was still married. She wasn't dating this guy that sleeps on her couch. Again, I'm bad with names and dates, so
Bill.
Whatever. Bill. So she said she was living with Bill. He was sleeping on the couch. She wasn't dating him because she had a husband. Her and her husband don't get along, but they had just gotten married.
Yeah.
And she also has kids. So I'm guessing that means that he can't be unless they were living together prior and just had only recently got married. Because that's possible as well.
Yeah. Totally
especially
possible.
over there. Your stepdad never even officially got married to your mom. They were just
common law.
And they did ask if they were common law married, her and the guy. But she said no. Anyway, just things that I'm okay. They addressed it a little bit. So she says, no, I was in Missouri. My mom called me back. I just got married. Okay, to the fellow that you're can't get along with? Yeah. And have you talked to Cindy? Can Cindy talk? She can answer you a yes or no, but that's as far as it goes because she's going through speech therapy now. Was she able to tell somebody that Ronnie Davis, is it Ronnie Davis?
Ronnie Miller.
Ronnie Miller. Come on, dude, you're the lawyer. It sounds like when Stanfield was being asked questions by the judge. That was a mess, y'all. Just flip through papers. Do you want me to do your job for you, sir? Not him saying that, but the judge said that to him. So anyway, scam field. Let's see. Ronnie Miller. Was she able to tell somebody that Ronnie Miller was the boy that beat her with? Before she went to her coma, she identified him to the police officer. I don't know. Do you know how he got in the home? I don't know. I wasn't here. Okay. I was in Missouri. Okay. Have you received any threatening phone calls or any... I don't have a phone. Have you received any threats from your source concerning your sister's case? No, not me.
So it sounds like somebody was threatened. She said, no, not me. Normally you just say no.
Yeah. Do you know if Cindy has or any of the other Hogans have? No, I don't know. Okay, did you ever meet this Ronnie? I used to go with him. Oh.
That's crazy. When I read that, I was like, oh my gosh.
Shit, okay.
And I don't know which one of these sisters was married to Ed.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. Oh. Stop using people's names.
Anyways.
You need to stop
Okay.
that. People would be watching this from, they're like, oh, I know
my
that.
God.
Anyway, before I got married, have you talked to him since this incident? No. Was she going with him too? Not that I know of. That beating's kind of a mystery too, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of mysteries that surround very closely there. Your sister getting beat, your niece being abducted and killed, right? Uh-huh. You think it has any connection? It might, I don't know. How do you spell Crystal's name? Then she spells Crystal's name and her last name, and they spell it out. She lives at 520 Glendale, and her age is what? 6. She's not in the courthouse here today, is she? No, my mom's not going to let her be here. Okay. She's having a real rough time with this right now. She still hasn't accepted Tina's death. Okay. She's wanting to go out and dig her up every day. Crystal loved that girl. Mr. Zelps, can I just have a second, Your Honor? Court, A short time later, the following proceedings were had to wit. How much longer is this cross-examination?
I don't
I'm feeling
know.
a little sick again.
Yeah. Just finish this page. and
Okay.
We'll go.
A short time later, or let's see. Is there, you have been in contact with the police quite a bit concerning this case. Yeah. How many times do you think they've talked to you? About 20, 25 times. They tell you that Robert Taylor committed this murder? No, they didn't tell me that. They didn't? No. Well, what did they tell you about the man that was picked up out there? They didn't tell me anything. Mr. Zelps, no further questions. The court, anything else? Tannery, no. The court, okay, ma'am, you're excused. Remember the rule I told you about earlier, okay? Court will be in recess for 15 minutes. Okay, and so that's pretty much where we're going to leave off.
Okay. Can you show me what page that is? Just so I remember.
110.
No, it's different on
Oh.
the pages.
My bad.
So 103. Okay.
103. Okay.
Okay, everybody remember that 103.
You hear that, Joy?
That's where we left off.
I'm just playing.
You better leave Joy alone.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Joy knows that I appreciate her. I'm just being silly. She just remembers everything. for
Yeah, I
some
know.
reason.
Well, that's it for today. We are going. You want to exit out of that screen?
Yeah, I got you, boo.
Okay, so that's it for today, and we're going to call it. But I hope that everybody has had a really great week, and that you go out and have a good rest of the week, and you go out and do something good to change the world for the better. So thank you very much, and have a very blessed evening.
Oh, Joy says that I hurt her feelings.
Oh.
I mean, I think she's kidding. If
Oh,
she's
I hope
not,
so.
she needs to grow a backbone. No, I'm just kidding. I hope that hurt your feelings. I'm just kidding.
Okay, bye everybody. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Aw.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.